found another interesting use for Alexa to solve a problem I occasionally have where I leave the house and then think, did I close the garage door before I left or did I leave it open? And usually what happens is I have to drive back, come up the street and see whether the garage door is closed, and if it isn't, close the garage door. But what I found is that there's a way to get around this problem. What I did was to get a circuit board that contains a relay switch in it, and which also is Wi-Fi compatible. And by attaching that circuit board to my garage door opener motor, I can actually use the Wi-Fi connection to close or open the garage door. It acts very much like the button does when you press it in order to open your garage or close your garage door. The problem is that the very same button that closes the garage door also opens the garage door. So if I were to drive off the island and think I'd left the door open when I didn't, I closed the door, and then I were to remotely try to close the door, I'd be opening it instead of closing it. So the circuit board only is useful if I know in advance whether the door is open or closed. So what I did was I found a small camera, $25 camera, that I can attach in the garage and gives me a picture of the inside of the garage. And therefore, when I'm off the island, I could be anywhere in the world really, with my iPhone I can see what that camera is seeing inside my garage, and I can know whether or not the garage door is open or not. So I got that camera and I set it up, and with the software that comes with it, from anywhere you are, you can see what is going on in the garage. And here I'll show you a few pictures that demonstrate that. So this way, if I connect the circuit board to the garage door opener, I can tell whether I need to close it or open it, whether it's already open or already closed, and then I can use Alexa to activate the motor in order to close and open garage door. So what you're going to see is how I did this, and I'll demonstrate how it works. So here's the WiseCam camera. It's only about 1¼ inches wide and high. It senses motion, can let you know if anything's moving in the garage, and it also provides you with a high definition picture of what's going on in the garage. And here's what the picture looks like when you go to the website on your iPhone. You see the inside of your garage. And here's some live video of the camera working. That little green rectangle follows anything that's moving around inside the garage. So if you wanted to know if anybody was in there or anything funny was happening there. Here again is a picture of the circuit board showing at one end there's a receptacle for a micro USB cable, 5-volt cable, which powers the board. And at the other end are the terminals that allow you to connect it to the motor of the garage door opener. Now here's the actual board with the cables and wires connected to it. This end is connected to the motor and the other end is connected to a power source. I put the entire apparatus in a small plastic box with a lid on it so that it would keep it dry and clean, and stick it to the top of the motor housing. In this short video sequence, it shows some of the procedure that I used. I had to wire the board up to the terminals on the motor of the garage door opener, and also attach the box containing the circuit board to the top of the housing and stick it down with double-sided tape so that it would be fixed in place. Now it's completely wired up. On goes the double-sided sticky tape to the bottom of the box, and now I press the box onto the garage door opener's casing so that it'll stay put and stay clean. Okay, so let's give it a try. I'll use the Echo Dot that's in here in the family room and use it to tell it to open the garage door. Here we go. Let's try a little test here. Alexa, activate garage door.
Okay.
Just caught it in time. Finally, these last two clips will show you what the camera is seeing in the garage when you activate the control. Alexa, activate garage door. Alexa, activate garage door. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.